Hey folks, Dave here, and welcome back to Freshwater Falls in City Skylines. The skyline itself might look just a little bit different. I've played about 40 minutes in this city since I last uploaded a video, just to keep things rolling for you guys, and I'm going to take you on a tour of the changes real quick before we dive into some new changes. But first up, we have a new viewer-submitted name for our farming district. This is fantastic. Electra Outcast suggested that our farming district be called, if I can grab it here, where is it? There it is. 50 Shades of Hay. That is just fantastic. So we have Freshwater Farms and 50 Shades of Hay. That's a nasty traffic jam right there. I'm gonna see if I can fix that here in a minute. First though, for city changes. I guess the biggest one is I have expanded downtown, which at the end of the last episode basically ended right here with this park. It now extends down the expressway, and there is a new on and off ramp system right here to connect it to the highway system. To make room for all of this, I have purchased a few new tracts of land. I believe it was actually not on that side. Yeah, the two we purchased were here and here, up here at the top actually. And that was for this new industrial section, which is slowly spreading to the north. I've also rebuilt this off-ramp system because it had the worst traffic jam in the entire city and had traffic backed all the way up the highway. Now, once cars come off the highway, they actually enter this kind of industrial highway system, this elevated highway right there. From there they can get to just about anywhere in that industrial section. Although I'm looking here, this little kink is really annoying me in the road. There we go. Smooth transition. So to help fulfill the industrial demand, that's going to keep going up that way. I see some missing water up here too. I'll just fill you out with more industrial, like so. Alright, what else is new? There is a new solar power plant. We actually had some outages because our coal power plant was not getting coal supplies, so I built the solar plant to help just fill in the gaps in our power supply. It only cost about $1,200 per week, and it's currently outputting 160 megawatts. Here in downtown, I have built a bridge system to help connect all of our pedestrian sidewalks. It's not really heavily trafficked, but it connects to the park system and actually crosses across the road too. Look at that old man with his walker. He's grateful for this bridge. It just comes down right over here. And all that just connects here with our little downtown section on our divided highway. That's actually working out really well, by the way, the divided highway system with just the yield signs on each end. Everybody's able to get to where they need to go without any kind of major traffic jams. I'm going to have to use that in the future, I think. And smash right through that trailer. So yeah guys, that's what's been going on. I think for this episode, I'm going to work on fixing some traffic problems first. I want to expand some light residential out into these hillsides, just to make it look real nice. And get our population growing again. We're at plus 82, and we are at 31,000. That makes our city a capital city. Traffic problems first. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are waiting to come off of that ramp. Yep, it's the highway, it looks like coming into town, so I have plenty of money from where I was just running the city before. I'm going to build an elevated highway system. Turn snapping off and just cut it right down through here. I think that should do it like that. That'll help get some of this traffic as it comes into the city. To do that, I'm going to want to take these off-ramps here. Let's actually make this a dedicated on-ramp area. Then the off-ramp can come like this. Turning this into some kind of super exchange. There we go. And that just leaves one more ramp right here. And I'll bulldoze one of these sections of road, or the whole section, that works too. Let's put some of that back. We'll actually have a small bit of residential directly underneath the highway here. That'll be some low value property. Okay. Let's unpause that and see how it goes. I'm actually not convinced that that's the best place to dump that traffic. I'm gonna bulldoze that road and upgrade this one just to keep the intersections under control here. I may bring a few more off-ramps off of that. Let's try it right here. Is that enough space? Slope too steep. That should give us a bit more industrial for our farms. And hopefully split some of this traffic off too. There we go. So that is plenty of different directions for that traffic to split. And with that mighty interchange, traffic is flowing. That is beautiful. It's not a huge eyesore either. Looks like a legit interchange. I am seeing some highway here that is not yet upgraded to the sound barrier kind. Let's just go ahead and fill that in. Protect our residents from those loud highway tire sounds. Right, and upgrade these two. Oh no, I reversed the highway somehow. How did I do that? Okay, that was a weird upgrade glitch. Here's that new section of downtown looking pretty good, despite some really steep cliffs over here. Got an elementary school and some commercial centers, a few just nice small streets in here. Got a general store, coffee shop, hot dog stand. Looking good. I also changed a few things with the ramps down here. There was traffic backed up really badly down through here. So I added this on-ramp system that connects to the back farming area, and then I disconnected this road right here. And to get to this farming area most efficiently, cars now actually do have to take that ramp. This interchange right here is still an issue though. I'm gonna go ahead and just upgrade that to a 4-lane. At least up until the intersection right there. Also, coming from the back of that industrial interchange system, there's a highway that snakes up the mountain and over the mountain. It is just one direction, and I think I'll leave it like that for now, but I may add another roadway that comes over the mountain back with it sometime in the future. Now though, with downtown looking pretty good, I'm very happy with how traffic's looking right now. Let's get these nice riverside suburbs going. I think all of these roads are going to be just those 2-lane small roads. Let's keep things nice and simple down through here. Snapping is turned off. I want to follow the terrain as much as possible to get a nice natural looking road. That one's starting to get a bit built up. Let's actually pull that back some. There we go. And that'll have to stop right there for now. There's one good road there. There's some more industrial section for us. I'll just go ahead and zone all that before I forget about it. How to make this look natural? I think just some nice small streets. Maybe a small one that follows the tracks just like so. And I'll leave the rest of that natural, and I'll bring a railroad connection to right here, if I can. There we go. And then just one road right up through here for houses. Then I'm just going to leave that hillside nice and natural looking. Let's get that water pipe going in here. There we go. And I think when it comes to zoning this stuff, I'm actually going to use the brush and carefully control where our houses go through here. I want these to be smaller houses that actually look like they belong here. No one likes to live directly underneath those windmills, so I'll leave these unzoned when they're really close. That road can just connect down here once we buy the next area, the next plot of land. That's looking pretty good. I'll speed some time up here, and I want to continue our access road here. And it's going to come down the hill a bit. I really don't like how steep that is. I'm going to use my in-game terraforming tool mod to just flatten things out just a bit. And I'll get like a little ditch going down through here between the railroad tracks and the road itself. Almost like a canal. And let's see how the road reacts to that. That looks a bit more natural. I definitely want some side streets to come off of this too. Might just bring one right up the back here. Now we have an access road underneath that nightmare of interchanges. Will a road actually go through here? It will. Make use of the space, I guess. I'll say some commercial down through here. They can handle all the noise of the highway better than the residents would. Just a couple right there too. Alright, traffic is flowing, but our population really has not increased at all. Fire hazard is not great. I'm going to build a local fire station out here on the riverside. Nice and small. Police coverage is good. The availability of healthcare is also looking good, so I won't place anything else just yet. We have plenty of room in our cemetery still, and I think I'm going to actually supplement that just looking ahead with one more small cemetery here. Get a neighborhood church going. This definitely looks like small town America with a nice growing downtown section. Pretty cool. Alright, where's my traffic? How is traffic looking? That's a busy four-way interchange right there. So it's not really backed up, it's just in heavy use. I could, though, just go ahead and upgrade that to a 6-lane road. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that'll help. There's one little section right there that did not get upgraded. There you go. Going back to that traffic. Ooh, hello. Now that is a traffic jam right there. Where are all you guys going? You know, I may actually do this and turn this into a highway ramp system only. It's killing all these trees with all the pollution anyway. Don't really need that industry. Let's see how that works. That way, it's only traffic trying to get onto the highway system. Ooh, I still have 15,000 coming in per week there. That's not bad at all. I think before I expand our across the river small neighborhoods, I'm going to continue the city itself over here across the highway. Let's pause this. Gut this highway system just for a minute. And see what kind of interchanges I have here. Most of these are going to be huge. I don't really need one that increases the highway, although looking ahead, if I expand the main city in that direction, a highway exit could be useful. That means I'm going to have to rethink this entrance to the city, though. That is a huge, huge interchange right there. Okay. It's a good first step. We can make this fit. So this highway went down here. And then we needed one that also came like this. All right. Now it just needs to curve down like this. Oh yeah, that's doable right there. This is going to be one wild turn, though, right here. It's going to have to cross over itself. Ooh, that's ugly. I don't think we actually need that big of a ramp. Well, let's just do a nice looking off-ramp. That looks much better. And then we just need a ramp like so. I think that's too steep to actually go underneath unless we bring it out further. Like so. I'm not liking these earthen hills that are getting built. Looks a little bit ridiculous. There we go. We'll just bring you across like this, and then down to the highway like that. That's not a bad looking system, guys. And what I can do for traffic that actually comes off of, which ramp is it? Traffic that comes from this direction, which is where our highway is going to be coming from this way. If it comes like this, it takes this ramp right here. It'll cross over this ramp, and if they want to get to the city, that's going to be a huge drive down this way to take this exit right here. What I can do, though, is create a loop back where they could take this ramp right here, whose only purpose, because of the direction of the highway, crossing over right here, will be to get them to make a U-turn and be able to take the next ramp. And that should work out just fine. I think that looks kind of ugly though. Let's actually fix this up just a bit. And that's a off-ramp right here. Now we're talking. This is a really interesting interchange system right here. I think this is one of those, one-way road systems where the left and right sides for driving actually switch, and it actually uses less stoplights. It's really hard to explain. There's a Wikipedia article on it, and I can't remember the name of the intersection. What was it called here? Diverging Diamond intersection. Yeah, it's a really interesting concept, and it is actually a real interchange system. Let me just go ahead and get some roads going up here. Gonna turn snapping back on. And this will be our next area of downtown. Well, that bridge is super high. That is unnecessary. There's that road system. And we'll upgrade this one right here to be 6 lanes. Hopefully that won't cause any issues with traffic. And for now, I'm just going to make this loop back around. Right into itself. I'm also seeing a very high industrial demand. I'm going to make that my next priority. First up, I'm going to bulldoze this road right here because it was just that off-ramp. That's not going to be efficient. I also want some housing down through here for our industrial workers. So I'm going to do a few layers of industry like this. Here's where some of those residences can go right up here. I'll put some high density right down through here. A little bit of commercial for a sound barrier. A few commercial here. Everything else up here is going to be residential. Then industrial all the way through here. Okay. Now to actually reconnect that off-ramp. I'm gonna have it circle around here. And you guys are gonna want water here very quickly. Well, that looks pretty good. I think all that's really missing is a on-ramp system. Yeah, I can actually add one right here. Now to check on our noise pollution. Oh yeah, there's the industrial section. There's the farming areas, and there's a bit of the downtown commercial areas. How about traffic? Really not bad, guys. It's looking pretty good. I'm really liking the layout here. We have some parks, we have some farming, we have some suburbs. The road system looks pretty natural, and yet traffic is flowing pretty freely. Then we have this area over here, which I think is going to turn into our town dump across the river. We'll add some parks and stuff up here at the lake, and this will just be that dumping ground for the trash. Sewage treatment, maybe a little bit low. It's time to add another pump. Let's just go ahead and put it right here. That treatment plant should hopefully not flood this area of the city. I'll keep a close watch on that. What is needed by my citizens? Commercial is being requested. Lots of commercial down here. And there as well, actually. Honestly, though, demand is kind of low for everything. And we still have 7,000 population to go to reach the next cap, and I feel like to get there, it's going to have to be one of these sections over here. I think we'll make this a one-way road. Right here. And just have that go right over the highway. I guess it could also exit down here. Or here. And if that slope is good, which it is, this can connect right over here. There we go. Alright guys, time for a mass zone. Just do this entire section right here. And seeing commercial is being requested. I'll make this section high density commercial. Maybe this section some office buildings too. I also really want to connect this road right here somehow. Maybe just a highway system? This is gonna get messy, I can see that right now. Awkward steep hill. Better, I think. That apartment building's gonna have to go. That could be an issue for that interchange. We'll have to watch that and see. As far as this one goes, kind of look at exit right here. Oh, I can just pull it off from that one right there. Where's that crossing? There it is. So what has to happen here is this needs to come off like that. Be high enough to actually cross here. Still allow this overpass here. There we go. And you can come down like this. And like that. This can go like that. Nice. Oh yeah, you guys kind of need some water. And electricity, picky. I'm gonna have to run that electric across the highway here. That looks pretty good, though. You don't really realize until you zoom in the amount of hills on these sides over here. It's just crazy. And this 2-lane road needs to come in like this. What else needs to be zoned? Tons of commercial right through here. Well, I think realistically this should actually kind of just turn with the highway. Just to make it look more natural. Yeah, I like that better. Interesting bridges that are popping up on these hillsides too. Now that looks nice and messy and realistic. You guys are still without water, I see. Whoops, my bad. These factories are still in need of workers. I guess I could build some more residences up this way. My plan is to actually extend this highway section down like this. And the last of the industrial section over here is going to be right down in this section. Everything else is going to be commercial and residential on this part of the map. Let's just put that road right there, and I think it's time for some residential right through here. That should be a bit closer to the industrial sites. Okay guys, as I wrap things up for this episode, let's take a look at our services. Health is still good, power is still good, water availability is good. Garbage, our landfills are filling up. I'm gonna plop just a couple more of those down. Just off of this grid road system. And can I fit an incinerator? I can, right there. You need some water though, there you go. I might actually build a bridge across here too. What kind of 4-lane bridge can I build? Oh, that's cool looking. That's a steep bridge right there. I'll follow that ridge line right there, nice and natural. There's a connection. Alright. Back to services. Cemeteries are okay. We could use one more crematorium. I'll put one over here. Oops, that was not a crematorium, that was something called a church. Patient capacity 10. Does that act like a medical center? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, crematorium. Our crime is rising, so let's add a just standard police station to this next area of downtown. After all, that's going to be going that way. Fire risk is heavy. Time for a real fire station. And I'll put one down here too. It's going to be totally out of power. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to add the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Just right down here. Although looking at this, they really can't get back to it easily, can they? Our elementary schools are taking care of all of our students. High school eligibility is a bit low. I'll build an old high school in here somewhere. Right here, I think. There is the arteries of our city right there. Traffic flowing nice and fast. Yeah, downtown is looking pretty good. Oh nice, our neighborhoods are filling in over here too. Before things get out of control, I want to do a park with some picnic tables, maybe here? It's a bit of a hill, but a nice view. Whoa, electric issues here. Might be time for another solar power plant. Where could I put you? Here we go. Right in that new area of the city. I'll just run some lines right across the road. More parks before I call things quits for this week. Park with trees. That's going to be a big construction site. It's going to actually wipe out a bunch of those new skyscrapers or apartments right there. But that'll help balance things out, I think. Everything else through here is going to be residential all the way through. Wow, we still have a ways to go until the next city section, so I might do some building over here next and get another industrial area going, perhaps? If I do, I think the industry is going to go along the road right here, and just industry right down through here. A bit of commercial in the center, and lots of low-density residential along the forest and mountain ranges. Oh yeah, I see farmland over here. So this is going to be a big farming area. Okay. Well, in that case, I see another highway off-ramp. Maybe. We'll see. For now, though, everything's actually starting to develop here. Looking good. If you guys have suggestions as I continue here with Freshwater Falls, be sure to post them in the comments. If you have not purchased your own copy of City Skylines yet, you are missing out. This game is incredible. It's already a fantastic game, just right out of the box, or right off of Steam, that is. But when you start adding the ridiculous amounts of mods that are out there, I mean, I'm running probably hundreds and hundreds of custom buildings and the ability to, you know, shape the terrain right in your city, all kinds of cool stuff. The modding community has your back for sure. And Skylines goes on sale all the time for like $23 US. And that's a bargain. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.